Hey guys, what's up? Today I have a video on just showing you guys some of the projects I'll be working on. Maybe you guys can give me some advice on different kinds of pins and like paint pins. I like these metallic kind of paint pins right here. These kind, they're really good. And today's video on is really about I want to start putting together of Grimoire, or Book of Shadows is another word. And not just that, but also of like books for my tarot spreads. I got a lot of my own spreads I've been working on, and it's cool to have a book. And excuse me today for sounding a little stuffed up. I got a little, I think I'm catching a little cold today or something. That shit goes. But anyways, let's get down to it. Well, this book right here, just want to share with you guys. This is going to be, I've been working on this. These are called junk journals, and this is handmade. And not by me, actually. I kind of picked out the colors I want, and a friend of mine, I'll share with you guys. Her business card is named Elise Cook. Multimedia artist, mixed media. And her store can be found on Etsy. And she makes these really cool junk journals, guys. Um, I did this myself though. See all that gold on there, it's the symbols, the cancer. Some of these symbols I just like drawing. And my art style, I wouldn't consider myself like, I am like an artist, but I'm not like a I'm not good at drawing or like a painter. Anyone can learn how to draw, but not everyone can draw or paint like Vince Van Gogh. Even though my name is Vince. But anyways, yeah, it's about the intent and how much time you put into it is what makes something art. And something a lot of art I like, isn't really talented. It's just that you can tell somebody put a lot of time into it, like line work. And I'll just give you some examples of what I want to put in my Book of Shadows. Um, of course, it's going to be secret, like you guys are going to see my Book of Shadows, but you're not going to see what's in it, my spells, but I can show you guys some of the art. But I'm not want to see you guys. You don't want to see that junk drawing. But for instance, I like using gold, silver, copper, metallic colors a lot. This with some stuff these are mostly doodles, okay? Some doodles I did right here. Check it out. Oh, I'm a big Arthur Brown fan. You guys know who Arthur Brown is? He's from the 60s. He made a song called Magic, or Black Magic. He made a song called Fire. He made a song. Oh, he also did a remake of I Put a Spell in You. I put a spell in you. And you know that song. I don't want to sing it, fuck it up. But Arthur Brown, fucking good psychedelic artist, man. I'm into psychedelic music from the 70s. So I mean, you guys see me make a few videos, don't know too much about me. And, I'm just sharing with you guys some of the stuff that I'm into. And Arthur Brown is a kick ass musician. Oh, and my David Bowie sketch. David Bowie, rest in peace. One of my idols growing up in music and art, everything. Great visual artist. But this is my David Bowie sketch. And I do everything in ink, by the way. I don't use erasers or pencils. Although I like, I've just always been an ink artist, black and white. That's what I love. Minimal color. I'll throw a little color in sometimes, but I just love black and white ink. I feel that when you mess up with black and white ink, you can always go, look, this ain't perfect. Look at all these fuck ups. But I just love it. I just like letting it flow, pretty much. You mess up, do a line where it doesn't belong, you just make it work. Another favorite musician of mine, Death Grips. This is MT Ride, guys, from Death Grips. I'm a big Death Grips fan. You guys might... don't call me no Death Grips fanboy, alright? I dig all kinds of music. Don't even use that word hipster because it's fucking lame. Come on, only hipsters use hipster. You know, I don't know what the fuck that means. I just know I like cool shit. I like the music I like. So, anyways, Death Grips. This is MC Ride. You know, he's into a lot of esoteric symbolism, like myself. Me and MC Ride. I met him a few times actually when I was filming a couple of their shows on FYI Fest. That's Fuck Yeah Fest in LA. Because I don't know if you guys know, my side job is filming. I film music videos. Got a couple of them on YouTube. But anyways, that's not... There's a time and place for that stuff. Anyways, MC Ride, Death Grips, really down-ass music. And this is just a big mess of a cat. Can you guys see it? See the cat in there? There's a sword right there, the whiskers. A lot of... This is my art right here. This is how I do my stuff. Black and white, it takes a lot of time. It's almost like a meditation, you know, when you do different kind of art. This one I have to zone in. This is meditation for me, you know. It's not supposed to please you guys. It's not supposed to be all cool. It's not for aesthetics. It's just how I release. I like something that takes time because sometimes a lot of stress in my life. You know, this with my, you know, I don't want to get personal, but my stepfather developed aggressive brain cancer 15 months ago, and his life expectancy was 15 months. But, you know, we've been blessed to have him around for going on 19 months, and he can pass away anytime. And I moved from LA to over here, just 45 minutes from LA, and I still live there, work there, but right now I'm spending time with my family. And that's why I have this little, you know, clumsy little setup, you know. I'm trying to do better videos for you guys and just keep busy by doing art and stuff. And like, this is how I release stress. You know, I do stuff that takes time consuming, a lot of little lines. Just, yeah. Anyways. Oh, and one of my I wouldn't say second, another artist that I really love and was into, because I'm into a lot of jazz and psychedelic rock, experimental rock, fusion jazz. I love that from the 70s. I'm into that music. And Sun Ra is a cosmic jazz musician. His style, like, he's out there, guys. I don't even know if... He has a movie called Space is a Place. You guys want to get into some really astro jazz, some crazy, like, out there shit. I'm not talking about no, like, fucking black metal, or, you know, you guys think that stuff is dark metal or whatever. No, that's not dark. This is dark. Sun Ra is something that very esoteric. He's into Egyptian. He's actually from the cult of Saturn. He believes he was born on Saturn. He only sleeps like 3 hours a day. He doesn't do any drugs too. He's not into hallucinogenics or psychedelic drugs. The man is psychedelic enough. Sun Ra, I can go on a whole discussion about this man. This fucking guy is everything to me in music. This is where I got my music inspiration, and, you know, I consider myself like a predecessor in his music, you know. He takes every instrument. He doesn't just play one instrument, and he's about mastering all instruments, you know. Such as myself, I'm not into like mastering or something. I can't say I'm great at every instrument, but I do play every instrument. I believe once you start getting good at something else, you drop it, move to something else, and start fresh with that. Because it's always those, you know, those times when you're barely getting into something is when the most magic happens, when you're experimenting. That's like the stage I like to be in every single time. I don't like to be a perfectionist at one thing and just be great at one thing. No, I like to experiment with all stuff, all kinds of art. You know, learning stuff. I like that stage when you're like barely learning and it's like rough and raw. That's what I love. Some people hate that shit. Some people are like, oh no, it's fucking too clumsy. I like, you know, the third album. They're more perfected. It's all solid. No, I like it when it's loose, when it's very gritty, raw. Like, a lot of first albums are always my favorite albums of a band. Later on, they perfect their sound, and, you know, they're really good at what they do, and you know it already. It's like, okay, you guys can do that. What about, you know, floating around some other thing? You know, try something different. That's what I'm all about. So, you know, fucking everyone's different. My way is not the best way. It's not any fucking way to judge. It's just what I like. So, you know, anyways, yeah, this is my sketchbook. Some of these drawings are going to go in my book of shadows. And what I love, what I want to recommend you guys is this brand right here. Because I know I edge tarot decks. A lot of people edge their tarot decks. You know, by edging is like getting, you know, edging the sides. A lot of people use Sharpies. I do everything with Faber-Castell. It's a German make pen. These ones I bought because I use them so much. I got one that I can refill myself, but this is expensive as hell. I recommend this to trying it out. Going with this pack, disposable pack. Right here. See how you can get the different widths. The best one is this SC. It's like a chisel. It has a flat tip. Let me see if I can show you guys. Shitty lighting in here. But anyways, it just has a flat tip, okay? It's very good at edging, you know, decks. It's very good for drawing. It's art pens, pit pens, you know, Indian ink. That's what I was gonna say, is that when you use Sharpies on cards, man, you get that nasty ass smell. Nah, fuck that. I'm not down with that. I don't want my cards to stink. You know, when I'm with a client, I don't want them to smell my deck. I know it goes away, but I don't even know if it goes away because I never use them. I use Sharpies for other stuff, but for my edging my cards and my art, I use this. It's Indian ink and it dries permanent, but at the same, and it's waterproof, but at the same time, it gives you enough time to wipe it. You know, like if you fuck up on a card, you know, you always edge your card with the picture facing out, you know, and decide that you don't actually, you know, mark it, you're gonna get the back, so that's better. So you always have the back facing you. I edge like that. If in case it goes down, it gives you time to wipe it. Sharpies dry like automatically. You have to get alcohol and a Q-tip and, you know, get in there. And yeah, so these are good. Now, like I said, I only got 15 minutes on my phone, so these are other journals that I'm feeling for my tarot decks. See this one? This one's also from Etsy, and she, you know, these are refillable. That's what I love about these. See, I was going to see if you guys know, when I'm not doing a book of shadows yet, but I want to ask you guys if you can leave any recommendations on what kind of book I can go with besides a bound book. I don't want a sewn in book, you know, with pages. I want a book that I can take the pages out and adjust. These are perfect because look, see how it slides in? Super awesome right here. These ones slide in. Same thing with these ones, and these are watercolored. These are dope. Look, watercolored papers, and I got refills with them. So now he's got that one. This one's another one from my Thoth deck right here, my Crowley Thoth deck. I want to be filling this up with spreads and the artwork to each card, you know. And this one is going to be still my herb book of shadows, or for like herbs and stuff like that. Can't show you guys what's inside right now, but I apologize. But anyways, I got a consecrated blessed pin for it. It's like a bamboo shape. It's refillable too. I love this pin. It's fucking great pin, and it goes perfect with this right here. This is yeah, this is gonna be one of my book of shadows, because I can't have one big fat one. I have different kinds of magic I do, my herbs, you know. It's just could take a whole book itself. My tarot, you know, opening of the key rituals for my Thoth deck, and when I perform them, I need its own journal for those too. So this is gonna be one of them, and my very first one was this one for my opening of the key. Well, you know, like I said, I only got like 15 minutes, but you know, I'll show you guys this a little bit, you know, see. There's my opening of the key, notes, and this prayer, opening of the key prayer. But, yeah, anyways, guys, I'll be cutting off right now. They're going to cut me off, but anyways, this is part one. I'll upload another video touching back on my art supplies and what I use, and you guys leave me tips on what kind of journal I can get and any other metallic pins or what you guys use. Alright, thank you guys, bye.